The movie follows Ray Monroe, his wife Joanne, and their daughter Peri. They're on a long drive, and it's clear from the start that this family is not in a good place. Ray and Joanne barely speak, and when they do, it usually turns into an argument. There's tension from something in the past, something they never truly dealt with. They stop at a gas station to take a break. Peri steps backward near a construction pit, gets startled by a stray dog, and slips. Ray lunges to catch her, and they both fall. Ray believes Peri hurt her arm, so he quickly drives them to the nearest hospital, desperate for help. At the hospital, everything seems routine. The nurse checks Peri in, and a doctor says she needs a scan. They take Peri and Joanne downstairs, while Ray stays behind to fill out forms. But when Ray goes to check on them later, they're gone. He asks the nurse where his wife and daughter are. She looks confused and tells him, according to the system, Ray came to the hospital alone. Ray thinks it's a misunderstanding, or maybe the staff is incompetent. But when he demands to see paperwork or camera footage, there's nothing. No record of his wife, no record of his daughter, no sign they were ever there at all. Ray refuses to accept it. He knows what happened. He remembers bringing them in. He remembers Peri crying. He remembers Joanne holding her. And now everyone around him is acting like they never existed. Ray becomes convinced the hospital is hiding something. Maybe illegal organ trafficking, maybe medical malpractice, maybe a cover-up. He tries to retrace his steps. He confronts doctors, security, anyone who might know something. But the more he pushes, the more the hospital pushes back. To them, Ray isn't a concerned father. He's a man having a breakdown. Ray's fear turns to obsession. He sneaks into restricted areas, searches rooms, and eventually finds an operating theater. He thinks he sees medical staff preparing to harm his family. In a panic, Ray attacks them, grabs who he believes is Joanne and Peri, and escapes the hospital, feeling like he just saved their lives. But then the movie shows us what really happened. Peri didn't survive the fall at the gas station. Joanne didn't survive the shock that followed. Ray's mind couldn't handle the trauma. He rewrote his memories to protect himself. His wife and daughter were never taken by the hospital. They were never in the building. He was alone the entire time. The two people Ray rescued were actually unrelated patients. Ray is now driving away with them, convinced he saved his family. But in reality, he has completely lost touch with what's real. The movie ends with a painful realization. Ray wasn't fighting a conspiracy. He was fighting his own grief, and he never won.